Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is Ahmed reporting in for day 6 of Ramadan. It's almost midnight. I just prayed Isha and I'm getting ready to go to the gym to train back. I'm going to do some deadlifts, some rows. I thought I'd show you some of the supplements I put together as my pre-workout. So starting with what I had left over from last night when I trained shoulders. The first thing that I use actually is Carbolin. This is basically carbs, and it's basically a type of sugar. Some people they use dextrose, some people use maltodextrin, if I pronounce those right. This is so-called engineered, but it's basically from sweet potatoes and some other stuffs. The thing with the dextrose and maltodextrin, they kind of bloat me up. With this thing, I get a good pump, good workout, no bloat. So it works for me. One scoop is basically 50 gram. So what I do, I kind of split it and it comes out to like 25 gram. So that's the first thing I put, and it actually helps everything mix better. The next thing I use is my actual protein, which is pretty generic. This actually says Smart Powders, but I actually buy from a local company called Canadian Protein, and I buy in bulk, so nothing special, it's just whey protein. And I put 2 scoops, which is 50 gram of protein. Sounds like a lot, but works for me again. Okay, I made a mess here. Next, I add in some BCAAs. Again, this is generic. For like 1 kilo, I get this for like $20–30, something like that, which is really cheap. A lot of people use Extend, which is fantastic and tastes great. This has an unbelievably disgusting taste, but if you mix it with protein, you don't taste it basically. So I just save money this way. Last time I also mentioned I use L-leucine, which basically is the most essential amino acid for protein synthesis, and that's the main ingredient in BCAAs. So this is a little bit more expensive. Again, this is without taste, or rather with an ugly taste, but you save money. So this is 250 gram, and 1 scoop is 5 gram, which is plenty of L-leucine. This right here, AAKG. If some people heard about arginine or arginine as it's pronounced, I'm not really sure. Arginine, it doesn't really give a great pump. This is a slightly modified version of arginine alpha ketoglutarate. Again, not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but this thing actually works and it gives good muscle pumps, and that's the reason I use it. It can also lower blood pressure, and that can be helpful for some people. I mentioned creatine in my last video as well. Creatine is the tried and true and most tested supplement on earth. So it works. There's not much really to say about it. What it does is it pumps your muscles with water. It gives you an energy boost as it's related to energy production in muscle. There are massive amounts of research on creatine monohydrate. Another thing I should say is any other creatine other than creatine monohydrate is a waste of money. 5 gram to 10 gram is plenty, and it's proven to actually improve performance and build muscle. So it's really good. One more thing to mention: brand doesn't really matter as long as you know it's good purity. It's all the same, and chances are it all comes from China anyway. So just get any cheap or affordable creatine monohydrate. From NutraPlanet, where I used to get this, now I get it from Smart Powders. It costs like $10 or something like that for 1 kilo. There's no way to go wrong with it. Another really awesome supplement is L-carnitine, L-tartrate. This actually helps build muscle receptors. So it basically makes your hormones work better with your muscles, or building your muscle. It gives a strength boost. It can give a slight muscle pump increase, and it increases performance. So I like using this. You don't have to, but just putting it out there. Then there is this Cissus quadrangularis, some herbal extract. This is the only supplement I believe that helps joints. The MSM, glucosamine, and all that other stuff is junk. This actually helps joints from experience of others and in my own experience. The only other thing that helps is fish oil, dosed higher. And last but not least, these are my two pre-workouts that I use. On the forum I briefly mentioned C4. No, it's not an explosive, it's pre-workout, C4 Extreme. It has creatine nitrate. To correct myself earlier, I said creatine monohydrate is the only good creatine, and that is true. But creatine nitrate really gives an extra boost, but that's only because of the addition of nitrates. This workout is pretty good. It has a pretty good profile, and you can check on the forum more information on it. The other one that I really like is called Muscle Marinade. Pretty straightforward, not a lot of fancy ingredients, but it gives clean energy, no crash. Of course, I'm not using either of these right now, but I'm just putting these out there. One thing I forgot to mention is before workout, I will take some V8, which is vegetable juice. It has minerals and has sodium and potassium. I just add a tiny bit in my mixed shake. And I also consume 2 to 4 medjool dates for carbs as well as for potassium. What I've noticed with using V8 is I get better muscle pumps, more muscle fullness, and it's mostly, I guess, the sodium and potassium doing their thing. Sodium and potassium are essential to cell function and muscle pumps, so if there's any kind of mineral imbalance, your muscles won't work as well as they should. Of course, this being Ramadan, be careful with sodium intake, as it will dehydrate you and make you thirsty. I hope that was insightful, and I'm heading to the gym now. So inshallah, until next time, assalamu alaikum. Any questions? Don't forget to register on the forum and ask your questions there.